smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Welcome to the Ledger Lounge. This is Oz the Crypto Goat, and we are opening up a new candle for the day here, and it looks like we are opening up red. I got the red lights on. We're gonna have a red candle today. So it's gonna be downward movement over the next several weeks. Okay, we'll have recoveries, but I would imagine right now is your opportunity to get out while you still can. Not financial advice, obviously, but yeah, we're about to close another big fat red candle. Okay, and if we break below 206, it's done. Mark88, how you doing? Hopefully everything's good with you. What's gonna happen? I'm doing all right. What's gonna happen is we're moving downward. We'll have up days and down days, obviously, but the overall sentiment, I believe, is down. We could have one, like we come down a little bit and then have another pump up to around like 225, 230 maybe, and then come back down, or it's just cooked already. But pretty much it's on its way down. It's forming a nasty head and shoulders. I'm thinking 160 minimum. Bitcoin with all the news. There's news about Bitcoin. What Bitcoin news? I didn't see anything. I got some news here. Let me see here. Maybe I have it here. You're talking about like because it's going down? I don't really have any Bitcoin news. Bitcoin, Ethereum wobble as recession fears resurface. This is what I got. Oh, Trump and Elon. Yeah, we're gonna kind of talk about that. We'll get into the Trump Elon thing. I know that's all everybody wants to talk about. I think it's a bit ridiculous to think that that is what is causing all of this. This is sell and may go away. This is normal. This is so normal. And we had, what it really is it's 50% tariffs on the EU on steel and aluminum. Just went into effect yesterday. Okay? There's no deal with the EU. There's no deal with Canada. There's no deal with Mexico. There's no deal with China. There's no deal with any country. There's not one single deal. And everyone thinks that there is, and there isn't. That's what's happening, is people are finding out the truth now that I've been telling you for months. That's what we're seeing right now. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Everybody on TikTok, start hitting that like button. Let's go. How do I become rich overnight? Oh, that's funny, man. I tell you, I can't help you do it overnight, but I do offer coaching. So if you're looking to learn how to chart the way I do and my strategy and the things that I do, and just on-demand technical analysis, one-on-one, become a deluxe subscriber and you can message me directly and I can help you out with that. But let me tell you, everyone that is a deluxe subscriber that takes advantage and actually applies the coaching is doing magnificent. They're going on cruises and vacations. They're remodeling their kitchens. 18-year-old kid paid to remodel his family's kitchen. And his parents are like, what are you doing? How are you doing it? And he's like, I'm watching this guy's show and he's killing it. He's nailing the market every single day. He knows what's going to happen before it happens. And he's just making it happen for me, Mom. And now his mother and father are watching the show. It's incredible to see everything. What's up, Fat Pine? Hey, thank you for the gold medal, dude. Hey, man, it was great seeing you in Vegas, bro. I'm glad that you came out. We had a good time. It was nice chatting for a little bit there. It's a bummer you had to run though, because we ended up going and playing some games and having a good time. It was pretty cool, man. But I'm glad that you made it out when you did and got to hear your story and everything. It's really cool, man. And I'm glad to have you here, a part of the team, and see you in the live. It's cool, man. I appreciate having you here. I guess I need to cover the Trump and Elon stuff so I can get some likes. If you guys want to talk about Trump and Elon, start hitting the like button, and we'll jump right into Trump and Elon. Start hitting the like button, guys. We got one like. We've got one like. Start hitting the like button. What's up, Lexus Mom? How are you doing? Glad to see you in my DMs, getting that advice from me and coaching. Hopefully we can make a difference together and grow. But I tell you right now, you have to take advantage of the coaching and actually apply it and trust the process for it to work. I know you've been a subscriber for a while, and you no shade on you at all, but I don't hear from you for a while, and then when the markets are going down, then I hear from you, and it feels like it's too late, and I can't help you anymore. People like TikTok Seller, they're plugged in with me every single day. Guinea Marie's plugged in with me every single day, and we're learning and going over tactics and price points and trades together daily, and we are just growing our bags together as a family. So I would encourage you to take advantage and stay in contact with me. Lexus Mom says, at Oz the Crypto Goat, thank you for your help. Life is crazy, but calm down. So great time to dig in. Exactly. I want to help you. I want to help you to grow. And I want to teach you guys these strategies, these tactics. If you guys keep coming to me every time the markets turn red, it's too late. Because if you're here with me every single day, the market sentiment is changing every single day. And we are nailing the bottom to the cent to the date. And we're nailing the top to the cent to the date. So you know exactly when to buy, and you know exactly when to sell and wait and get back in. And it's actually quite phenomenal. Being with you guys together doing this, I mean, I knew I was onto something when I started trading, and I knew I had a gift in all of this, and I knew I was doing well. But now seeing what it's done for other people by sharing this talent that I have and sharing these tactics and everything with you has just been the craziest journey to see the success stories, when all around me, all I see is people with horror stories. You know, they're just need help on every live. The markets are going down and everybody's whining and crying to their creator. What happened? You told me we're going to the moon. When moon? And then those of you that are here with me, we're cheering every day and just ecstatic because we are growing like crazy with our bags, and we're not losing. We're not taking losses. We're doing exactly what needs to be done to be successful here. And it seems like these other creators, they're just shilling out nonsense to keep you engaged and keep you throwing money at projects to use you for exit liquidity. And we're not about that here. I'm here to help you guys actually grow and build financial wealth. That's what they want to sell you. That's what they want to tell you. That's what they want to feed you, is that, oh, you're going to be rich overnight. We're going to go to the moon, all these different things. But they're not teaching you that the money in crypto is made from trading it because of its volatility. You can't just throw $100 into a project, hold it for 10 years and think you're going to wake up one day a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. But that's what they want you to think, and that's what they want you to do, because when you take that money, you just keep throwing it at it, and holding all the way to the bottom. They're extracting that money from the system. They're extracting your liquidity. Do not become someone's exit liquidity. I've said this so many times. You have an opportunity to be blessed by being in this live right now. Something brought you here today. I don't know what it may be, but you're here for a reason. And your reasoning right now of being here is to find someone that you can trust and you can lean on in these times. And what I would encourage you to do and implore you to do is to stick around and stay engaged with this show. Paran Goods, thank you for the heart me. When you stay engaged and you stay plugged into this show and you become a subscriber and you take advantage of the coaching, it all pays for itself and you are going to grow massively. But the people who just come running whenever the markets are down, help save me, there's not much I can do for you. You have to stay engaged with this show. You have to stay engaged every single day. We can't just try to throw some money at something and then fall back asleep and think that everything's going to be fine. Gibby, thank you for the heart me. It's just not how it works. So I would implore you, stay engaged, subscribe to the channel, become a deluxe subscriber, take advantage of my coaching. If you've seen this show before, then you know the proof is in the pudding. Day after day after day, I prove myself to you guys and prove that we are doing incredible things here, where every other channel is quite the opposite. And you just don't see the accuracy on any other channel. And I'm literally giving you the exact information I'm using and dealing with and everything that I'm doing, and these other creators, they're telling you the opposite because they want you to give them wealth. They're greedy. They don't care about you. They don't care about your bags. They don't care about your family. The whole reason I have this show is to help people. There's no other purpose for this. It's not about gaining fame or to, get paid off the internet. I make like a couple bucks a live here. I'm not making any money going live. It's not about making trades and using people as exit liquidity. Nothing about that. The whole purpose of all of this is to help you grow generational financial wealth. I do not want you to live in the pod and eat the bugs. That's what they want you to do. And what they're doing is it's like crabs in a bucket, okay? You throw a bunch of crabs in a bucket, you don't have to watch it. The crabs will never escape. Even though they can climb out of the bucket, they never escape, because as soon as one is about to climb out, one of the other crabs will grab it by its leg and pull it back into the bucket. That's the problem. We're not a bunch of crabs here, okay? We're sharks. I wouldn't even say sharks. We're pirates. Hey, mate, appreciate the stream. Could you have a look at Apex AI and share more? Yeah, dude, all you got to do is come on over to Twitch and put that in the chat, and I would be more than happy to do that for you. You're a turtle? Yeah, dude, I'm a turtle too, man. Turtle power. Everybody put turtle power. A turtle and a lightning bolt in the chat. Turtle power. If you want me to look at a project for you, I do that absolutely free. Twitch is a podcast streaming app. So just go to Twitch. I think it's twitch.tv or twitch.com. And you go there and type in Oz the Crypto Goat, and it'll come right up, and just put it in the chat. So we're simulcasted live on both platforms, but TikTok will be going away on June 19th. So this is where we're moving to. We'll do algo as well, but Marco, you gotta come over to Twitch. Let's see. Paula on Twitch says, or excuse me, Paul on Twitch says, hey Oz, can you briefly talk about the young guy's strategy when renovating his parents' kitchen? Yeah. So the strategy is being engaged in the show every day, watching the show, understanding the market sentiment, where things are going, knowing the price points, messaging me directly on TikTok, and I coach you one-on-one. That's how he was able to do it. TikTok seller, go into Twitch and tell him your success story, buddy. Let him know. Turtleneck power. Is XRP going to go down more? Definitely. Rusty, yes. It will have up days and it will have down days, but the overall movement is down. There is a possibility that we come down here and we recover up a bit, probably somewhere around where it's at now, maybe as high as 230. I doubt it, but then that'll be it, and it's done. Are you a profitable trader? Yeah, I'm 37 years old and I'm retired. You tell me. Chat got some jokes today. But yeah, Paul, what I would encourage you to do is I don't know if you're a deluxe subscriber on TikTok or not, but what I would encourage you to do is to become a deluxe subscriber and reach out to me and direct message me on TikTok, and we can do one-on-one coaching. And that's where you're going to get that success from. Everyone that takes advantage of the one-on-one coaching is doing amazing. The thing is the keys are in your hands. You have to make the choices. You have to make the trades. You have to do these things. You have to engage. You have to ask the questions. You have to be plugged in and locked into it for it to work. If you think you're just going to show up in a live and ask one or two questions and it's going to solve everything, that's just not how it works. Okay, I didn't know you could do one-on-one coaching. Yes, I do one-on-one coaching. Anyone that's a deluxe subscriber, I do one-on-one coaching, and I have an email alert system. So when you're a deluxe subscriber, you can give me your email address, and I have a newsletter an email alert. So anytime I post things, because sometimes it's like 3 in the morning, I'm posting, hey, market's about to do this. You know, this is what you got to do. This is your action. You know, this is the price. How do we go above the deluxe level? Right now, I'm only offering the deluxe level. So the above and beyond from that would be to come over to Twitch and to subscribe there as well. But with the email alert system, I'm offering it for free for 1 month, this month only, for you guys to try it out and see how you like it. And you can get those notifications more on point, because time is money. Time is money with this stuff. And sometimes TikTok doesn't notify people. They don't even know that I posted something for 3 days, and then it's too late. And then they see the post and they're like, and they think that it's relevant now, and they don't even realize that it's too late, and they make poor trades because of it. So I designed the email alert system to help you to be engaged. Unless you're actively going onto my page every single day and checking and making sure everything I post, then you don't need it. But if you need to be notified at 3 in the morning, like, hey, market's about to do this, this is your chance, you better hurry up and get on it, then that's what it's for. But I'm offering it for free right now. So you can become a deluxe subscriber and you can try out the system for free. And let me tell you, like TikTok seller, Guinea Marie, they take advantage of the coaching, the email system, everything that I offer, and all of it together creates this ecosystem and bubble for you to basically, I got you right here. I got you right here. And anything you need, I got you. Questions, setting up your wallets, any questions with new projects, on-demand TA for any project you need. That's how it works. And everything changes in the market every day. It's different every day. So you can't just come into one live and think that, okay, I know what I need to do now. That's not how it works. It's a daily engaging thing. And let me tell you, the first thing you're going to learn is patience. You got to be patient. You can't expect this to happen right now. You can't expect these things to happen overnight. You got to be patient. Rusty Spokes says Coinbase has a limit, has me on a limited, so I'm going to wait until XRP hits low 15 limited. Yeah, Rusty Spokes, become a deluxe subscriber and reach out to me, and I might be able to facilitate with helping with that. We can look into that more. I don't do short trades. I do smart money trades. But if you're looking to do short trades, I can give you the TA to help you do that. It depends on what you want to do. But I don't only do short trades. I do whatever is necessary. I do, but basically I'm looking for smart money entry zones. Elon versus Trump, how will this affect crypto? I mean, that's going to affect everything, but they're using that as a way to FUD why this is actually happening. This is actually happening because 50% tariffs on the EU. Yeah, sell and may go away. This is normal. Head and Shoulders and Quasimodo hump. Yeah. This is what we got right here. Look at this. This is a Head and Shoulders right here. That's where we're going. We're going down to 160, 150 for sure, and maybe even lower. We're going down. But this is normal. If you've been watching the show, you would have known to get out of the market May 12th. May 12th, you would have sold out of the top of the market, had all your profits, and you'd be laughing on the way down right now. What's smart money? Smart money is entering at these low points. So entering down here. Oh, you guys can't see that. Hold on. Smart money is entering down here, taking profits up here, re-entering at the bottom of these wicks as they go down, and taking the profit at the tops. That's a smart money trade. And David, the fact that you don't know what smart money trading is, I would highly recommend that you take advantage of the coaching. I can help you. TikTok seller, Guinea Marie, somebody chime in here and tell him it's worth it. Coaching where? As a deluxe subscriber, you can message me directly on TikTok, and I will one-on-one message and coach you. I'll do it right here on TikTok. So you can just reach out to me, and we can talk one-on-one. All hours of the night. TikTok seller, tell him 3 a.m, baby. I'm here staring at the chart. Yes, this is XRP. So I'm in new and trade in 1-2. Par and goods. So I'm in new and the trade in I want to. Highly recommend you become a deluxe subscriber. Learn more about it, and I'm trying to set up everything this weekend. Yeah, dude, send me a deluxe subscription. I got you. The weekends, I do have my time off. But if you are looking for coaching on the weekends, I do that for on a donation basis. So you would get your deluxe subscription, and then as you need it on the weekends, you would just send me a donation whenever you can help with the show, and then you can send that to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and I can do that on the weekends. If that's the only time you're available, or if crazy things are happening, because I understand that these markets don't close, but I need to have some time to myself as well. TikTok seller says, that's why I haven't been looking at the charts. We already know our outlook for the next while. Exactly. Let me watch the charts so you don't have to. All you got to do is put in your limit orders, man, and let the money ride. Because of the show, exactly. TikTok seller says it's worth it 100%. Our night DMs, I know. Sometimes we're just chatting in his show. TikTok seller sells stuff on TikTok, and I'll just pop in there and start liking his stuff. Definitely follow TikTok seller if you like to buy stuff on TikTok shop. Lexus mom says, and I got advice to know what to do. Exactly. You love the email alert idea. I know, right? Isn't it great? So you know when I'm posting stuff, because sometimes it just happens at like 3 a.m. and you guys don't get notified. So I created this system out of necessity to solve a problem. And it helps. I do charge $199 for the email alert system because it is extra work and things that have to be done and managed. So I do charge for that. But this whole month, try it for free. It's $199. And let me tell you, when you guys are taking advantage of these services and you're making those trades, it all pays for itself. TikTok seller is stacking chips. Like, he pays what, $10 a month? It's $9.99 a month for his deluxe subscription, and he's stacking racks every month, remodeling his parents' kitchen for them. His mother's watching the show now. His services are cheap as hell. Take advantage of them. Exactly. They're not going to be this cheap for long. They will go up as the demand goes up, because my time is valuable. So when it becomes overwhelming, I raised the price. I originally started out with offering all of this for $199. And then it was like thousands of emails coming in, so I had to raise the price. And so now I have 86 subscribers, and probably once we get to about 100 people, or it becomes overwhelming, then I'll raise it from there. But if you're already locked in and you prepay for 3 months in advance, you're locked in for 3 months. So the price isn't going to go up on you. I mean, it's just common sense. It's just math. It's going to help you. I don't know. You know, I can sit here and try to convince you, but the chat is trying to tell you. Chat is right here. Chat is trying to tell you that it's paying for itself. It's basically free. You know, but I have a whole staff here, you know, and a team making all this happen. So, like, we're not making anything off TikTok. I've made 80 cents this live. That's nothing. Lex's mom says, it saved my sanity yesterday. I'm glad it's helping you. I've been begging you to, Fat Pine, thank you for subscribing. Lex's mom, since you first came in the show and you were around here and you were asking for help, I've been begging you to take advantage of it. And finally, I got you to reach out and actually take advantage of it and apply it. And look at you now. You can sleep at night. Don't watch the charts. Go touch some grass. Let me deal with the stress of all this. Fat Pine says, I'm excited. Yeah, dude. Glad to have you on, man. Glad to have you as a part of the team. We're a family here, okay? when you're a part of all this, we're a family, and I'm here to help you. You're in good hands. You're in great hands, and we're all working together, and like everybody helps in different ways. Like TikTok seller is sending gifts and hitting likes and just constantly showing support, and and like everyone, just by watching, you're helping. But everybody right now, all together, start hitting that like button. Start tapping the like button like crazy. Double tap like crazy. If you love this show, if you're excited about this show, if you're excited about finally making money in the market, start tapping the like button. Send those hearts in like crazy. And send in the heart me's too. The heart me's help, and the popular votes. When you send heart me's and popular votes, it helps boost me in the algorithm. I've had a massive job change and life changes, so now I have better work-life balance. Good. I'm glad. And now we get to engage and get to know each other. Another amazing thing that comes with all of this is people tell me their backstories, and they tell me the situations they're in, or they've gotten themselves into, or they've gotten out of. And it's just amazing to see the personal growth that's comes from everybody. Everyone's story is so different, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful to hear the change and the excitement that's coming from everyone, because they're like, wow, like I just couldn't do it. I kept trying and trying and trying, and I failed and I failed, and I just don't know what to do. I'm at my wit's end, and I'm like, here, I got you. And then now it's just success story after success story after success story. And it just warms my heart. That's what this is all about. It's about helping people. It's about reaching out to you, taking you under my wing and teaching you everything I do. Or even if you don't want to learn, you can just say, hey, what's the deal? Where are we at? And set your price points and go back to sleep. And it'll all do it automated for you. You just got to stay engaged and connected with me. That's all. I watch the charts so that you don't have to. And if I feel like something's going to happen, I'm going to put an alert out, and you're going to get that email notification, and you're going to be alerted so that you can make that change very quickly. It's a beautiful system. Those who are engaged in the system works. It only takes two things to become a successful trader. Do you teach or show? I do both. But if you need proof that I'm actually doing well, either watch the show or go watch previous shows, and I call the market every single day to fractions of a cent. Call me John Wick, man, because I am picking up wicks over here. Do you know the Kraken app and had to give me instructions to use it? Yeah, I got you, bro. Just DM me and we'll go over it. I've been needing a mentor. I got you, bro. Bearded G, I got you. I'm a Bearded G too. Check it out. This magnificent beard I got. You're wanting to start? All you got to do is deluxe subscribe, man. Deluxe subscribe. Send me a DM with your email address. I'll get you on the email alert system, and we'll get started. But let me tell you all, the first lesson you're going to learn here is patience. That is the very first lesson you're going to learn, because everybody wants to ask 1,000 questions. You got to remember, I'm coaching 87 other people. All right. So you have to learn that there is a bit of a learning curve. There is a bit of patience. But once we get the foundation built, it's printing money, baby. You're going to be printing money just like I am. We're over here printing money every freaking day. Whether the market's going up or going down, we are printing money. Yeah, bro, we got to stick together. What app do I use? I do not disclose what app I use, but I do use multiple. Where to start? First thing you're going to do is hit the subscribe button. There's a little star on the bottom with like a circle around it. You're going to click that star, and you're going to click deluxe subscription. It's $9.99 a month. And If you lock in that subscription for a 3-month subscription, the price will not go up. Let me tell you, we're coming up on 100 subscribers. When we hit that subscription goal, the price is probably going to go up, and we're probably going to hit that this week. So lock it in for 3 months, and you know that you're going to be paying that price, because you could come back next month, and it just depends on the workload. But more and more people are flooding in every day because people need help, and I'm killing it over here. I don't know what else to tell you. I have a gift. Can we get gold analysis, please? Yeah, all you got to do is come on over to Twitch. That's Oz the Crypto Goat, all lowercases, no spaces. Put it in the chat on the Twitch, and I will do it for free. Or you can become a subscriber. So your choice. But yeah, I will do gold for you. Let me tell you, a lot of people bought gold at the top. So even if you're trading stocks, I do stocks as well. I need to buy coins. All right, thanks, bro. I appreciate you. I need to send you some coins. I got a little stockpile. I'm a little low because I've been going out to other creators. Basically, everything I'm making on TikTok, I'm giving out those coins to other creators to help try to boost them and grow them, because this is about building community, building a family, about helping other creators who are doing the right thing. People who are out there telling the truth, I'm giving back to them because I want them to succeed. Bearded G with the deluxe subscription, thank you very much. Fat Pine with the headphones, thank you very much. You guys are amazing. Fat Pine also subscribed. Zizix with the heart me, thank you very much. Send in those heart me's and popular votes, guys. Let's get this rolling here. Let's get rolling. We have 88 subscribers. We could hit 100 today. We could hit 100 subscribers today. So make sure you lock in that 3-month subscription. But let me tell you something right now. Every person that subscribes resubscribes. I've had these subscribers for months and months now. Everybody comes back. Everybody resubscribes. And when they come back, they're just like, oh shoot, my subscription's done. I gotta redo that. One guy, even his subscription lapsed. He was like, hey man, I lost my debit card. I'm so sorry. I really love supporting the show. I really want to subscribe because like I don't want to lose any money because of not having this information. He's like, can you just help me out? And you know what? I told him, I was like, don't worry, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. And I helped him out for a few days. And then you know what? The community came together and gifted him a subscription. And then he's been subscribed ever since. Wow, TikTok seller with the 10 GGs, TikTok seller with the heart me, TikTok seller with the 6 popular votes, and Ken with the heart me. Thank you guys so much. You guys are incredibly awesome. We are halfway through our goal here of the heart me's. And I'll tell you what, once we reach the heart me goal, we're going to get into the news. And we're going to have a Twitch exclusive after the show. We're going to have another Twitch exclusive tonight. We're going to jump down some rabbit holes. We're going to talk about some things that we can't say here on TikTok. So make sure you come over to Twitch. That's Oz the Crypto Goat, all lowercases, no spaces. TikTok seller's got it pinned there in the chat. All you got to do is go to Twitch, type in Oz the Crypto Goat. It's going to come up. This live is simulcasted on both platforms. And if you miss a show, you can always go to YouTube and look for Oz the Crypto Goat. And you can watch previous shows, because I understand that everybody can't be live every day. So for those of you who do not want to pay for the coaching or can't afford it right now, you can at least stay engaged daily by going back and watching those videos. And those are completely free. Just make sure you send a follow there, and it's free to follow. So YouTube, everything is there. I want people to get the help they need. I want people to succeed, okay? But we do have a staff here. XRP price prediction for 2025? Well, that depends on what month. If you're talking mid-July, I'd say 160. TikTok seller with the Rolls Royce, the Porsche, and the Corvette. I'll tell you what, the Rolls Royce is one of my favorites. I don't have it anymore, but that was a cool one. The really the newer cars, I get them and I flip them. What next? Just send me a message. So now I got a subscription. What next? What next is you're going to watch the show and you click on my profile. There's the little goat right here. I think it's like right here. There's a goat. And you click that and that'll take you to my page, and then send me a direct message with your email and we'll go from there. So after the show, I'll reach out. Mind you, we are going into the weekend. I take weekends off. But if you do want to have coaching through the weekend, all you got to do is send a little donation, couple bucks or whatever, or just wait till Monday. Miss Poshi, how you doing? Jessica with the palm trees. Those are the stickers of the palm trees. Those are pictures that I took with my phone from the vacations that I go on, because we are doing great. You want coaching too? All you got to do is hit the subscriber button. So down on the bottom here, there's a button and it looks like a star with a circle around it. You're going to click that and you're going to click deluxe subscription. Miss Poshi, why the sad face? You should be happy. We're about to gain financial wealth here. Do I get to talk with you? Yes, one-on-one. You can message me directly here on TikTok, and I will coach you one-on-one. We can talk about your personal situation, and we can come up with a personal plan that fits your needs best. It's on an individual basis. It's not just a blanket program that I throw over everybody and everybody has to do the same thing. Everyone's situation is different. So it's one-on-one coaching and counseling through this whole thing. I call it counseling too, because I'll tell you what, the emotions that come into play with all of this is a big part of it. And I will help you to become a trading Jedi. We are a bunch of trading Jedis here. All of the subscribers, especially TikTok Seller and Guinea Marie, those are my top two Padawans right there. You guys are trading warriors. I am so happy to see the success that you guys have gained. They take full advantage. They are messaging me every day. They are engaged in the show every day. They are not missing a beat. And because of that, they're not missing a beat in the market. They are succeeding. Like TikTok Seller's 18 years old and he's remodeling his parents' kitchen, and now his parents are watching the show like, what did you stumble onto, little kid? Sorry, I didn't mean to call you little kid, bro, but I love you, man. I love you so much. You're amazing. Jessica, thank you for the heart me. TikTok Seller, thank you for the 18 roses. Much appreciation. Ken, thank you for the heart me. TikTok Seller with the 6 popular votes. Let's get these let's get this goal met. Send in those heart me's, guys. Send in the heart me's. Jessica with the 4 club cheers. Wow, thank you so much. Appreciate you. But yes, Miss Poshi, you can message me directly. Yeah, let's get those likes up. These are some rookie numbers. We need to bump those numbers up. We're going to get into the news right now. I thought you said there was no beef between Elon and DJT. I didn't say that. I didn't say there wasn't any beef. What I said was I wasn't going to cover it until the full story came out and I had all the facts. That's what I said. And if you don't believe me, go on YouTube and watch. TikTok. Jesse and TikTok Seller say, yeah, he didn't say that. Exactly. Some people just hear what they want to hear. You know, you can't do anything about that. And I'm not, no shade on you, Pete. Some people just misunderstand or misinterpret. And that's why you want to become a deluxe subscriber, because you can message me directly and engage with me, and we can talk about these things so that you get a more clear picture of it. Or you can just ask in the live, obviously, if you're not trying to do that. But the engagement and asking questions, that's how we understand what is going on. You know, you have to ask questions, you have to be engaged. All right, so let's read this. Crypto exchange Gemini follows to go public following Circle's smash IPO. This is another IPO coming out, baby. New York-based cryptocurrency exchange Gemini said Friday that it had filed paperwork with the SEC to go public. Crypto exchange Gemini announced that it's planning to go public. The New York-based company said in a press release Friday that it confidently filed a draft registration statement on Form S-1 with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for a proposed initial public offering. Gemini did not immediately respond to Decrypt's request for comment. This is awesome. Missy Poshi, thank you for following, but don't forget that following is not the same as subscribing. They're two different things. So being a subscriber is, there's a little button on the bottom here, and it looks like a star with a circle around it, and you're going to click deluxe subscription. I told you Elon released a statement, and you said no, it was Elon time? What? Pete, I don't even remember ever talking to you. No offense, but Matt Hendricks says I'm up 270% on Circle. Yeah, bro. Good for you. TikTok seller says schizophrenia. Anna, thank you for the 8 roses. Appreciate you. TikTok seller, thank you for the 17 roses. Anna. Oh, Anna, you're the agent, aren't you? Anna is trying to become my TikTok agent. And thank you, Anna, for the 8 roses. I appreciate you very much. I have not officially signed with her. I'm talking to like 20 different agents right now. Anna's the first one to actually come into the show and send a gift. Everyone give Anna a round of applause for taking some initiative. This is what I've been looking to see. So Anna, you're going to hear from me after the show. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Anna. Look at you. Anna for the win. That's all I was looking for. I talked to so many agents and I was asking questions and they would like laugh at me because I'm like asking these questions like I'm an idiot. I'm like, I know the answer to these questions. I want to know how you're going to answer them. I want to know how you're going to engage with me. And Anna is the first one to actually come and watch the show. So thank you, Anna. I appreciate you very much. Yeah, we're gonna talk later after the show. Matt Hendricks says, let's go, Anna. Get that partnership right on, man. Yeah. Jesse says, Anna, TikTok seller clapping for Anna. Glad to have you aboard here. Thank you for the roses. We appreciate you very much. That's what I've been looking to see. That's what I've been wanting. My question for you, Anna, is can you boost the show onto the FYP? That's what I want, I want more viewership. We are down. We have 28 viewers today, and we normally have like 70 to 100. Paran Gods, thank you for sharing the live. Appreciate you. Ripple news today. Ripple's RLUSD listing sparks market buzz as XRP gains institutional traction. And despite all the bullish news, all of it, XRP is going down. It does not matter what good news comes out. XRP will keep going down. And that's because Ripple keeps dumping on it. There's just nothing that can happen that's gonna be any good. Let's see here. We're gonna try this. Tell me how this sounds to you guys. Are you guys okay with this? This saves my voice a little bit.
Ripple's latest move to expand its stablecoin footprint with Rillist has caught the crypto market's attention, stirring a wave of optimism among XRP supporters and institutional investors alike. Ripple's latest move to expand its stablecoin footprint with Rillist has caught the crypto market's attention, stirring a wave of optimism among XRP supporters and institutional investors alike. With major exchanges like BitGet listing fresh trading pairs and financial strategists praising the evolving infrastructure, the Ripple ecosystem appears to be stepping into a new era of utility and relevance beyond the courtroom headlines. Rillist listings go live on BitGet. In a significant development, BitGet, one of Asia's leading crypto exchanges, has announced the launch of new trading pairs featuring Ripple's Rillist stablecoin. The exchange first added Rillist support in late May with Rillist USD and Rillist USD pairs. As of June 5th, new listings include BTC Rillist, ETH Rillist, and notably XRP Rillist, solidifying the connection between Ripple's native token and its dollar-pegged stablecoin.
Yeah, it slurs its words pretty bad. Is it bad? Should I do something else? You guys want me to read it to you?
Crypto exchange BitGet has expanded its support for Ripple's Rillist by listing new trading pairs, BTC Rillist, ETH Rillist, and XRP Rillist.
All right, I'll read it to you. Dang it. This is what you get for using free reading service. The market moves a deepening of Ripple's footprint. Oh, we read that. Okay. XRP and RLUSD, a new global finance backbone. The emergence of RLUSD is more than a simple stablecoin listing. It's part of a broader Ripple strategy to overhaul legacy payment networks like SWIFT and FedWire. As noted by market analyst Pumpus, this is not just another token pairing, but rather an engineered mechanism for enabling real-time borderless FX settlements outside of the control of traditional banking institutions. So this is cool. We already kind of knew, but it actually got released onto where was this at? Sparks Market. Oh, wait, no. But yeah, it's listed on Asia. So one of Asia's leading crypto exchanges. I'm excited to actually hold RLUSD. What I'm curious is what is the APY going to be on it? Is it going to be better than Circle? Is it going to be the same? Definitely wouldn't pass the Turing test. What do you mean by that? Talking about RLUSD? Or are you talking about the AI? All right, crypto today, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. Oh yeah, the AI. Yeah. Crypto today. All right, this is from FX Street. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP wobble as recession fears resurface. I've been telling you guys the recession stuff. Everybody wanted to not believe. Crypto Slayer, what's going on, buddy? Glad to have you on the show. Thank you for the heart me. Hasn't China banned all crypto? China is not Asia. Asian markets are Japan, Korea. What else? There's Pacific Islanders. It's not just China. So don't conflate Asian markets with China. They're two different things. Crypto Slayer, glad to have you in here, buddy. We were supposed to have a guest on today, but my guest canceled on me last minute. And let me tell you right now, guests that cancel probably will not be booked again. Hey, Crypto Slayer, glad to have you here, man. I don't know what you're learning from me, man. I hear you in Waddy's live all the time, bro. You're on point, man. You're on point, but it's good. It's glad to have you, dude. I be listening. I be there. I'm watching you. Okay, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP wobble as recession fears resurface. The cryptocurrency market capitalization drops 4% to 3.3 trillion amid growing concerns about tariff and global trade. Boom. There's your answer. Is the markets going down because of Elon and Trump? What's up, Seamont? No, the markets are going down because of tariffs and global trade. 50% tariffs on the EU. Like, wake up, people. It has nothing to do with Trump and Elon. It may serve a little portion of it, but that's what they're blaming it on. They're trying to shift the blame onto something else. But really, the fact is there are no trade deals. Zero. We've had trade pauses, and the pauses aren't even pauses. When they pause the tariffs, there are tariffs still in place. Nothing is resolved. No deals have been signed. The market's pumped like crazy because they're like, oh, they signed a deal with the EU. No, they didn't. It's all FUD. It's all nonsense. It's all lies. That's why I am skeptical of the markets. Until there are firm deals signed, I'm going to be leaning towards the downside, because what happens is people FOMO in, right? They FOMO in because they think they know what the news is, and they're buying in, and they shoot the price up, and then their liquidity is just extracted. And the big players know what they're doing. They're doing this on purpose. They're doing this on purpose because they wanted to go to the moon. We didn't get to go. And so they're just using you as exit liquidity. ICE raids are out of control. Have you seen some terrible videos? Yeah, I know, man. Do you guys want me to cover the ICE stuff? I'm trying not to be political here. I'm trying to do finance news. But if you guys want to do a political show, I suppose we could do a separate show. A political show, but I'm trying to be very center of the line, fence riding goat over here. Milk toast, centrist, middle ground. You know, no bias at all. Like, that's where I'm trying to be. Jesse says, let me say that. No, Jesse, you are the fact checker. You are not allowed to have a bias. You cannot. You must remain neutral, center line. No banks use XRP. It's old tech. I agree. It is old tech. There are other networks that are faster. I think it's more of an ecosystem. It will play a role. It will do certain things, but it's not going to replace Swift. What's up, Iceman? How you doing? I feel like anyone would agree it's bad. Yeah. So Bitcoin rebounds after testing support slightly above 100K, reflecting weak sentiment in the broader crypto market. Ethereum and XRP struggled to maintain a critical bullish structure and subdued recovery on Friday. So, yeah, dude. Market's not looking too good. Now, we opened a new candle. It looks like we're going up. I could, I want to be optimistic, okay? I want to say that we could hit 230, maybe even 235, but I just don't see it. Look at, and this is why, this is my indication right here. Just a lot of wicks on the top, strong, heavy wicks. So today's candle just opened. This is today's candle right here. It just opened, and yeah, it's going up, but it'll probably go up here. And let's say it gets to 220. Let's say it gets to 225. It's going to be a nasty wick all the way back down here to 219 or lower, which is going to send it back down below the blue line. I'm buying Algo and SXT, stacking up on those two for sure. Goat said most likely mid-July. Exactly. I'm waiting till July-ish to buy. Why is the Circle IPO so successful? Well, that's because Circle is probably still holding on to some of their shares. They probably didn't dump a lot. They probably dumped some, but it was such a good turnout. Yeah, I'm thinking July 14th. But the Circle IPO, I wouldn't even say it was that successful. That's pretty normal for what do you call it? For an IPO. But I think a lot of people, normally in an IPO, people buy them and then they turn and they sell them again. But I think a lot of people are holding on to those IPO shares because they're Class A shares of a crypto company. That's why. Like I'm just waiting till the end of the month for it to come down a little bit, and I'm going to pick up some because I want to hold Class A shares. Those pay dividends. Those pay dividends every quarter. And if you own Class A shares, I believe if you continue to buy, all of your other shares are considered Class A shares. I'm not 100% on that. Jesse, can I get a fact check on that? When you own Class A shares, do you continue to buy Class A shares after the 30-day period, or is that it? If you guys haven't been stacking up as much capital as possible, you're not smart money. Exactly. You should be saving. Right now is time for the yard sale, guys. It's time to start having some yard sales. Not financial advice, but sell your extra car, your junk, clothes, whatever you can. Have a yard sale. Start stacking your chips. Stop going out to eat. Stop buying Starbucks. Because we're getting ready for a buy opportunity, baby. We're getting ready for a major buy opportunity. And this one, I believe, is going to be the last buy opportunity for this bull run. This is your last chance for this bull run, in my opinion. Yeah, dividends are awesome, man. They pay you every quarter for holding the stock. So they're going to pay for themselves. I just think they're a little high. They will go low. It will go lower, but probably not till after the 30-day period. But I think right before the 30-day period, or if it starts coming down because of tariff stuff, you'll be able to get a good buying opportunity. But yeah, 30 days after the IPO is released to buy Class A shares. And I believe that if you own Class A shares, any shares you buy from then on out are considered Class A shares. I'm not sure, but I think so. And if that is the case, you only got to buy one. Buy one and hold it, and then you can buy it at any price and stack up on those Class A shares. Is it going lower? Oh, yeah, it's going lower. It's going lower. 1920 for the pre-IPO on Arrow. Again, this stream gives lots of alpha. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. All right, let's see here. Let's cover some news. I think this is it. We got a lot of news to cover today, so we're gonna probably rush through some of these because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 articles. So we're gonna buzz through these. What's the goal? The goal is Heartme's. Let's pin it here. Thank you for reminding me, Seamont. Appreciate you. Crypto Guy with the heart me, Crypto Slayer with a heart me, Seamont with a heart me. Thank you very much. Anna with the 8 roses. Thank you, Anna, so much. We're probably going to sign with Anna. We're probably going to sign with Anna as our agent for TikTok. She's the only one that's actually came into the show and watched it and sent gifts. So we're probably going to sign with her. Mar, thank you for the heart me. Seamont, thank you for the 12 popular votes. Keep those popular votes rolling in, guys. Chat, help me out. Tell everybody how they can send those upgraded gifts. Oh, we reached our goal. Let's make a new goal here. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's do popular votes. Do we? Is that one on here? I want to get a Leo and Lion. Somebody gift me a Leo and Lion. That would be incredible. Maybe we should do galaxies. All right, well, I'll go easy on you guys. Let's do the Let 'em Cooks. Wait, what? A space jet? All right, let's see if we can get a space jet. I'm feeling cocky right now. Who's got me with a space jet? Somebody send a space jet. Anna, I know you got me on a space jet. Come on. Crypto Guy, thank you for the popular vote. Simon, thank you for the confetti. Simon, thank you for the 12 popular votes. Appreciate you guys. Who's gonna send the space jets? Who's got me? I know I'm you guys don't have to send that. I'm just being silly. Crypto Guy, thank you for the popular vote. All right, I'm gonna take the space jets down because I actually want to meet goals. Let's do a different one. Let's do goats. Let's do 50 goats. 50 goats, baby. This is the goat show. Send in the goats. Kodak, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate you. Send in those goats. We got one goat from Kodak. Send in those goats. All right. Trump tariffs prompts record plunge in U.S. imports. Goods brought into the U.S. plunged by 20% in April, recording their largest ever monthly drop in the face of a wave of tariffs unleashed by President Donald Trump. The retreat reflects the abrupt hit in trade after firms had rushed products into the country earlier this year to try and get ahead of new taxes on imports Trump had promised. U.S. purchases from major trade partners such as Canada and China fell to their lowest level since 2021 and 2020, respectively. The Commerce Department said the collapse helped to cut U.S. trade deficit, the gap between exports and imports in goods, by almost half, a record decline according to the report, which is very interesting. Did you record the show when you did 100 goats at once? Yeah, it's actually on my page. I posted the video on there. God, I can't believe when I used to do the goats. Seamont with 56 goats. Kodak with another goat. Thank you guys very much. Let's see. Let's do a new goal. Let's do a money gun. TikTok gives me like advises me like you should ask for this. If I meet goals that are this much, then it automatically puts me in the FYP. So let's see if we can get one money gun. TikTok seller with the 26 roses. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Let's see if we can get one money gun. This is going to help a lot. All right. Next news. Detroit Axle says it could close within weeks due to crippling tariff policy. Detroit Axle, a large aftermarket auto part dealer based in Ferndale, says it may go out of business within weeks unless it gets certain tariff relief. The goods into imports from China. The company sued President Donald Trump's administration last month over the tariff policy that ended the de minimis exemption, which previously allowed small value packages from China to enter into the country duty-free. In the filing Friday, the U.S. Court of International Trade, Detroit Axles, urged swift action in the case, suggesting its business is near crumbling in the current tariff environment. Look at, there's a lion. Somebody send me a lion. Whoa, Crypto Slayer with the money gun. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you, buddy. You're awesome, man. All you guys, everybody that's gifting, liking, commenting, engaging, subscribing, all of you, thank you all very much. You guys are incredible, and I appreciate all your overwhelming love and support to this show. You keep me going. You guys keep this thing alive. Let's do another goal here. Let's do something. Try to find something that's not too crazy, like something that's around what TikTok wants me to ask for, but not out of control. Here we go. Let's do these. Here we go. 20 finger hearts. Let's see if we can get 20 finger hearts. All right. Next, Trump and Xi talk on the phone, their first call since the tariff war began. Let's listen to the article. This is from NPR.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Janine Herbst. President Trump and Elon Musk's public spat is growing. Musk continues to call on lawmakers to kill Trump's huge spending and tax cut package that's currently in the Senate, saying it will cause a recession this year. Trump says Musk knew all about the bill, which Musk denies, and he says he may cancel the federal contracts for Musk's companies. NPR's Danielle Kurtzleben has more.
There have been business consequences. Shares of Tesla plummeted this afternoon. Another point is that there are very tight margins to pass that big, beautiful bill on Capitol Hill. So if Musk has some pull with even a few Republicans, that could very much hurt that bill's chances of passing. But there's one more really important point here. Amid all of this today, Musk posted, quote, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election." Now, that's a reminder. He's saying that he dumped more than $250 million into the 2024 election.
NPR's Danielle Kurtzleben reporting. The Boulder County DA filed 118 charges against the firebombing suspect in Colorado today. As Haley May from Colorado Public Radio reports, the attack injured 15 people as well as a dog.
Mohammed Soleiman is charged with, among other things, attempted murder, use of an incendiary device, and animal cruelty for unleashing a makeshift flamethrower and Molotov cocktails. The victims were members of a group that met regularly to call for the release of Israeli hostages in Gaza. Soleiman yelled "Free Palestine" during the attack, and authorities say he told police he wanted to kill Zionists. Boulder County DA Michael Doherty was asked about the suspect's deportation status.
I am absolutely committed to making sure the defendant's fully prosecuted. So obviously making sure he remains in the country is a top priority so that he can be fully prosecuted and held fully responsible.
Soleiman will be back in court for a preliminary hearing in July. For NPR News, I'm Haley May in Boulder.
The Federal Aviation Administration says it will likely suspend passenger flights near Washington during President Trump's Army Anniversary Parade. NPR's Joel Rose has more.
Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport says the FAA will likely suspend airline operations to accommodate aircraft flyovers along the parade route and a fireworks display. The long-planned celebration to mark the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army is scheduled for the evening of June 14th, which is also President Trump's birthday. It's expected to last for 3 hours. The FAA says all arrivals and departures at Reagan Airport in Northern Virginia will be suspended during the, quote, peak of the celebration. The airport, located just a few miles from the parade route on the National Mall, was the scene of a deadly mid-air collision between a military helicopter and a passenger jet in January. Joel Rose, NPR News, Washington.
U.S. futures contracts are trading higher at this hour. Dow futures are up nearly 0.3%. You're listening to NPR News from Washington.
All right.
This message comes from KeyBank.
And Trump's 50% steel and tariff aluminum take effect today. Here's what you could get more expensive. This actually took effect yesterday. This is yesterday's news. Keep smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Send in that money gun, guys. We need a money gun. Who's got me with the money gun? Let's see here. We got to let this ad play. Then we should be good here.
We now have 80% tariffs on a metal soft bite spoon for babies.
As the latest tariffs hit
tariff.
businesses and families.
From CBS News headquarters in New York, this is the CBS Evening News.
Good evening, I'm Maurice Dubois.
I'm John Dickerson.
American consumers and businesses are caught in the middle of a trade war. New Trump tariffs today doubled import taxes on steel and aluminum to 50%.
That will raise costs for businesses who depend on those metals, and it is likely to force them to raise prices on their products.
This is the day the president set to have America's trading partners submit proposals to avoid still more tariffs next month. He said China's President Xi is extremely hard to make a deal with. Canada's prime minister said negotiations are underway, but if they fail, he is ready to retaliate.
Today, the Congressional Budget Office said tariffs will slow the economy. The president believes they will eventually boost U.S. manufacturing.
Right now, some
Jesse
U.S.
says
manufacturers
Walmart
say
has
they're being
already raised
hurt
their
by the
prices
tariffs,
from 8
and
to
their
10%
customers
in all
will feel
stores
the
I know.
pain. Jolene Kent is in Los Angeles tonight. Jolene.
Good evening. When we think about these 50% tariffs on steel and aluminum, you often might think of those big ticket items when it comes to cars, trucks, refrigerators, washing machines. But what we found in Van Nuys, California, is these steel tariffs are hitting everyday smaller items too.
We went to the headquarters of Munchkin, one of the most innovative baby brands in the country, where steel tariffs are impacting their biggest products and their smallest.
No one thinks about a baby spoon as a steel product.
Stephen Dunn is Munchkin's CEO and founder.
Tariffs should be strategic. We need a tariff policy that doesn't have the unintended consequences of putting 80% tariffs on a metal spoon.
Dunn says making their popular soft bite baby spoons will cost 80% more because of the 50% steel tariffs plus the existing 30% tax on Chinese imports.
It's a tariff on parents and it's a tariff on small and medium businesses throughout the entire country.
Steel and aluminum tariffs are now the highest they've been since the 1930s. And this week, the Global Economic Group, the OECD, downgraded its forecast for U.S. growth, pointing to tariffs and policy uncertainty. Tariffs affect almost all of Munchkin's 500-plus products. The vast majority are made in China. Dunn says his profits have already taken a hit, and after tariffs were announced, he had to lay off workers for the first time in 35 years. Munchkin is also discontinuing some of its most popular items.
You've stopped ordering these entirely?
It just will become unaffordable if we pass on the cost of the tariffs. It will make it too expensive. We don't believe consumers will pay for it.
Why can't you make these kind of products in the U.S.?
There isn't the manufacturing base, the tooling equipment, the automation.
So how do you run a business?
It's like being blindfolded, throwing darts at a rotating target.
Jolene, there's some new economic data that seems to back up what your reporting is telling you.
That's right, John. When it comes to hiring momentum, it slowed down in May, according to the private payroll provider ADP. In fact, small businesses are bearing the brunt. Small businesses lost 13,000 jobs last month.
And Jolene, what are analysts expecting for the May jobs report? That's a big number, and it comes out on Friday.
Maurice, it's really all about what this number shows. The market is expecting a slowdown from May compared to April. But since tariffs began, we heard from businesses that it would be 60 to 90 days till we started to see the actual real world impact on jobs. And we are sitting at that 60-day mark right now.
And that brings us to the jobs report. So many jobs report released. Employers added 139K jobs. Unemployment held steady. So the jobs is good. So if you're expecting rates to come down, ain't happening. This is not good.
Drug inspections will be done at the Food and Drug Administration because of layoffs to support staff. That's according to a couple of top officials. Around 170 employees were let go from the FDA's Office of Inspections and Investigation, two unnamed federal officials told CBS News. One official says the Inspections and Investigations Office must now work with the FDA's drug, device, and food centers to determine their workload for the rest of the year. Another official says the agency will need to cut back on routine surveillance inspections for more pressing needs, such as inspections of companies the agency alerted to security risks or follow-up visits to make sure drug manufacturers and food producers address prior violations. The Department of Health and Human Services had said layoffs ordered by HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. involving thousands of employees at the department would not impact FDA inspectors.
So,
on May
U.S. payroll growth slowed modestly in May as employers added 139,000 jobs amid uncertainty about President Trump's sweeping import tariff, federal government layoffs, and immigration crackdown. The unemployment rate held steady at 4.2%, the Labor Department said Friday. Before the report released, economists surveyed by Bloomberg estimated 125,000 jobs were added last month. Job gains for March and April were revised down by a combined 95,000, portraying a weaker labor market than believed in late winter and early spring. March total was downgraded from 185,000 to 120,000, and April's from 177,000 to 147,000. And the same will happen here. They're lying. They're putting out these fake reports. They're changing the economic data. Okay? They're looking at it differently so that way they can keep interest rates up. And that leads us to this story right here. Let me get rid of this. Let me blow it up a little bit. Is official U.S. economic data getting less reliable? President Donald Trump's federal hiring freeze has forced Bureau of Labor and Statistics to cut back on collecting consumer price information. Economists have raised concerns that key data on inflation and other important measures of the economy will become less accurate because of Trump's policies. Earlier, the Trump administration disbanded expert panels that advised the BLS, raising further concerns about the quality of economic data. The key government agency has cut back on the amount of data it collects, raising concerns among experts about accuracy of the information used to track inflation, unemployment, and other facets of the economy. The Bureau of Labor and Statistics said this week it had cut back on a price survey it used to determine Customer Price Index, CPI. The agency said it cut back sample collection across the country and stopped data collection entirely in Buffalo, New York, Lincoln, Nebraska, and Provo, Utah. These actions have minimal impact on the overall items CPI, but they may increase the volatility of subnational or item-specific indexes. The BLS said in a statement, BLS makes reductions when current resources can no longer support collection effort. So the data they're giving us is faulty and fake. Fake news, ladies and gentlemen. The man that screamed fake news is the fake news. He's just as bad and as guilty, and he knows what he's doing. It's all part of the plan. This is the race to the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. If you think the markets are going to be booming anytime soon, you have lost the plot. You're not paying attention. You're not watching the show, and you're watching some creator that is tickling your ear, telling you everything that you want to hear. But this is history repeating itself. It doesn't repeat itself. It rhymes, okay? And anytime there is a major economic global shift and a global change, like a new financial way of dealing with money, this is what happens. They cripple the economies. It's called the race to the bottom. Google it, look it up. Maybe I should do a segment on it and cover it next week. The race to the bottom is basically that whoever cripples their economy first gets to adapt the new system first and becomes the new world leader because of it. Let's see. A triple whammy. Weak economic data is hitting stocks today. Let me zoom in. I can't even read this. How do they expect people to read that? A major U.S. index dropped Wednesday amid negative GDP, inflation, and labor readings. The data suggests the U.S. economy is struggling amid policy shifts from the Trump administration. The economy is losing momentum and risks to the economic outlook are increasing, an analyst wrote. A trio of bad data points Wednesday snapped a streak of market gains, dragging U.S. indexes lower as fear and recession ramped up. Indicators first digested disappointing GDP data showing the economy contracted last quarter amid seismic shifts in the U.S. trade policy. The Dow Jones fell by as much as 700 points after the opening bell, with sharp downturns in the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. Okay, yeah, the moon cheese, man. What did I tell you guys? Those of you who have been watching the show, and real estate owner, make sure you stick around, because we're about to go over real estate and mortgage rates here in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. If you've been watching this show, I've been trying to tell you guys the way GDP is calculated, okay, is a flawed system. Okay, first of all, it's a flawed system. Even people collecting cash aid and food stamps and things like that count as GDP. Well, they have been cutting people off of government assistance programs. They've been mass deporting people. Even people who were here illegally count as GDP, okay? They've been mass deporting people, and they've been laying off government jobs, which all attributes to GDP. I told you guys months ago, they were saying, oh, the GDP is great. Well, they had not factored in the Doge cuts. They had not factored in the deportations, and they had not factored in the people being removed from welfare. Okay, all those attribute to GDP. And I told you guys that the next GDP report that would come out was going to be bad. It all looked like sunshine and rainbows a few months ago, but we knew better because we don't listen to the FUD. We don't listen to the BS. We know the truth here. We actively are seeking the truth. And we are finding out that I was right. This is why GDP is down. Is it necessarily a bad thing? Yes and no, but at the same time, it's going to affect the market. That's the main thing here. So if you think we're going to fucking Uranus, you're lost the plot, okay? We're not going to Uranus. We already went halfway to the moon. We went to orbit, and we're headed back to Earth, okay? We're basically Katy Perry sitting in the little pod waiting for someone to open the door. We opened the door and they shut it real quick and said, no, don't open it yet. We're not back to Earth just yet. That's where we're at right now with the markets. Simon, thank you for the big shout out. Appreciate you very much. Let's get a new goal here. Let's get a new goal. Here we go. Let's do the GGs. TikTok wants me to do a more high-priced one, but that one took a long time to go. Jesse says, bruh. Yeah, guys, if you think we're going to the moon, we're just Katy Perry sitting in a pod. We actually never left the Earth. We were in a sound studio on a stage with a green screen. We never went. All right, let's see. Mortgage rates jump back towards 7% after jobs report. I don't need to read. I guess I'll read some of it. Mortgage rates have enjoyed a nice run since May 21st, falling from the recent peak of 7.8% this week's low of 6.87. As recently as yesterday afternoon, rates were still much closer to those lows of 6.89. One day can make a big difference. Today turned out to be that day. We knew there were risks of volatility due to the release of the big jobs report this morning. Unfortunately for rates, and news was less dire than markets were prepared for. So here's the mortgage rates. So the mortgage rate is at 6.97%, up 0.08. All right. Mortgage rates are probably going to keep rising. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 8%. We're here in VR. Yeah, we're all just sitting in the pod eating the bugs. My buddy sold his house today, but he wouldn't tell me why. He said he's renting, though. Yeah, and that's why. Mortgage rates are going up. He probably doesn't want to pay. If his house wasn't paid off, he probably doesn't want to pay for his mortgage anymore. The interest alone. But let me tell you this right now. You better sell your house now, or not your house, but your, not financial advice, but your investment properties soon, because the housing bubble is going to pop again soon. All right, Gulf of America oil and natural gas production expected to remain stable through 2026. This is actually good news. Okay, not all bad news here. We're not all doom and gloom. Oz, we still going down? Oh yeah, baby. We're going down. We could move up a little bit, but we'll go down. I got 2 more articles, and then we're going to get back into TA. We got to rush through these, though, because we have so many articles to go over today. But we're actually right on schedule. It's only 6:30, and we are just flying through this stuff. I've been reading like crazy fast. Have you guys noticed that my reading has just gone like... My quality of reading is just spectacular. And, you know, I see all these other creators. They're trying to do the news now. Nobody else really does the news or was doing the news. They were kind of reading some articles here and there. And now a lot of people are starting to do the news. What's up, George Orwell? How you doing, brother? Glad to see you. I know you're a busy man. We talked earlier. Glad to have you here. But I noticed a lot of creators are trying to do the news now since this show came on. And the thing is we're ahead of the curve because I've been reading the news for months now, every single day. So my reading is like so fast, like I can buzz through this stuff. Like I was not a strong reader when I first started doing this. I mean, I was okay at reading, but I was well out of practice, especially out loud. And now it's like I can read like this, no problem. Simon, thank you for the 22 GGs. TikTok seller, thank you for the 21 roses. Keep smashing that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show with your friends. We're going to set a new goal here. And don't forget, if you are not a deluxe subscriber yet, become a subscriber and get that one-on-one coaching with me. Let me help you. Let me help you. Those who are deluxe subscribers and take advantage of the coaching are just growing their bags daily. When the markets are going down, we're cheering, and when they're going up, we're cheering. We are just having a blast while everybody's whining and crying. We're doing great. It's a beautiful thing. So join the club. Be a successful trader, because there is money to make whether the markets are going up or down, but you got to have a good strategy. There's only two things that you need. Two things. One is a good strategy, and two is master of your emotions, okay? I will teach you to do both. It's that easy. I don't do it for you, but like I hold you right here and I say, it's okay. I got you right here. The goat has you. All right, so federal offshore Gulf of America production from 2020 to 2026, crude oil production. The forecast crude oil production for the federal offshore Gulf of America will average 1.8 billion barrels per day. This is actually a really good thing, okay? But also this is a bad sign, okay? And this is what you need to know. Simon, thank you for the level up sparks. I need you guys to understand something, that if this continues, okay, if they're continuing to pump out crude oil like they are through 2026 and gas prices aren't going down, that is a heavy indication that we're going into a hot war. Okay? So if this continues and we're not seeing gas prices fall, that means that we're stockpiling fuel for our warships. Okay? This is a good thing. I'm hoping that it brings gas prices down. But if gas prices don't come down despite this news, get ready for hot war, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that that's what's going on, because we've actually had really good news about, fuel prices would potentially come down, and they haven't really done any better. And Donald Trump says, oh yeah, it's down to $1.20 or something like, I don't know, some bullshit lie. Gas is not down. Gas is not down, maybe in some states, but it's still $6, $7, $8 a gallon here in California. And, if this continues, and this means since 2022, they've been doing this, that the man doesn't lie. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. They all lie. They are all a bunch of liars. It's a big club and you're not in it. They're a bunch of frickin' liars. We're not liars, though. Who's got me with a money gun? I need a money gun. But he doesn't lie when he's asleep. But just understand that with the parade, that's military mobilization, with the drill baby drill and gas prices not going down, everything is an indication of a hot war. I'm talking boots on the ground, clear and present danger, the whole nine, SEAL Team 6, 1st Red 1 Infantry, the whole thing. We're talking about storming the beaches. All right? These are good news. It looks like good news, but nobody else is going to come on here onto this show and explain it to you this way. And the reason I understand these things is because I look at history and I understand that it doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. And these are red flag indicators that are popping up like crazy. Red flags like crazy, guys. Okay? I've never seen so many red flags. And the fact that we're shifting into a new financial, institutional, everything, a new way of finance, that is also a heavy indication of hot war. Every time there's been a global financial shift, it's resulted in hot war. So these are not good things. These are not good things. And this is one Forex Factory. Trump prices are down, income is up, our border is closed, gasoline is cheap, inflation is dead, our country is booming. Do you guys believe that? I sure don't. Donald Trump's True Social tweet says, prices are down, income is up, our border is closed, gasoline is cheap, inflation is dead, our country is booming, companies are pouring into America like never before. What a load of malarkey. Okay? What the heck, man? Everything we just read contradicts this right here. His ego is like the Goodyear blimp. Booming, like you mean booming? Yeah, like exploding. Yeah. Every single article I just read to you in this last news segment contradicts everything here. And mind you, we have the news team, okay? So we're not in an echo chamber here. We have a far right, a far left, and a centrist journalist, okay? And all these news articles, even from every single different one, indicates that this is a bold-faced, outright lie from every single echo chamber. What a load of malarkey. Pallet Town, thank you for the heart me. Hey, Pallet Town, dude, I was watching you in Waddy's show today, man. Dude, kudos to you, bro. Everyone give Pallet Town a round of applause. And if you don't follow him, man, go give him a follow, dude. This guy is on point. Dude, I love it. When people are out there saying the truth, man, I love it, bro. Rusty J, thank you for the 6 goats. Pallet Town, I sent you a follow today. I'm just lucky. Dude, you were killing it today, man. I was over here like watching Waddy's live, and like, I love Waddy. Waddy is great. He's coming on the show soon. But Pallet Town, I want to get you on the show, man. So send me a DM. Let's schedule you a day to come on the show. Let's talk. Let's have a little Discord over here, man. I like your style. I try not to just book people that I agree with. Okay. I do have other people coming on, and it's going to be a bit of a debate. It's going to be a bit of a bloodbath in here, but we don't want to create echo chambers. Okay. I want to normalize the idea of not hating each other because we have a different opinion. I'm pretty new. I'm not that knowledgeable. I'm just learning. Hey, dude, you can come on my show, man. What you were saying was spot on. I would say that the new people are more awake because they haven't been filled their head with a bunch of crap. So if you'd like to come on, I don't even know if you're a creator. I know you were in a live. Are you a creator, Pallet Town? I don't know if you're actually a creator, but I did enjoy hearing you speak. I think I sent you a couple of goats. I was digging it though, man. I'm about it. I used to do lives selling Pokemon, but don't do anything but pop up on panels anymore. All right. Well, dude, I'd like to have you on. Let's talk one of these days. Send me a DM. We're booked out till July, but if somebody cancels, I had a cancellation today, but I'm not prepared for any interviews. All right. Let's take a look at the market. Notice the red light's on. We're coming back down. Okay. This is, here's the thing is, this looks bullish in the short term, but if you zoom out, in the long term, it looks very bearish. This is a head and shoulders. That's what I'm seeing. If it breaks that structure, great, but I don't see it happening. See, we got the magnet here. The magnet is a strong downward force along this blue line here. And, you know, we haven't made it to this blue line. This is more or less support than resistance, but this is also resistance here, this line. We're on top of it, but not really. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. I want to believe that it's going to go up. I want to believe it's going to go to the moon. I want to believe so badly. I was on Mega's live the other day, and I was like, Mega, please convince me. I want to believe. And I'm just not there. I'm not there yet. I think it will do something later on, but I think it's got more downward movement, which is great for us because that's going to give us an entry at a better price. That's going to allow us to buy more of it. TikTok seller, thank you for the 12 roses. Rusty J, thank you for the 6 goats. And don't forget, guys, if thank you for the follows, but become a deluxe subscriber, okay? Let me help coach you. Let me coach you. I offer one-on-one coaching for deluxe subscribers. You can message me directly, and I can help guide you through these markets. We are killing it every day. When the red light's on, we're screaming and yelling and all happy. When the green light's on, we're screaming and yelling and happy. What's up, Yubi? How you doing, buddy? Yubi is a great one, too. Send Yubi a follow. He's awesome, man. Yeah, dude. We're doing well over here. Those of you who are deluxe subscribers and are taking advantage of the one-on-one coaching, we're killing it. If the market's going up, we're cheering. If the market's going down, we're chilling. We're cheering because we are doing well no matter what. Because we understand how this market is working, how it's playing out, and we're calling the prices every day to fractions of a cent. We call me John Wick, man. We are calling the wicks over here, and we're trading by setting limit orders, and those limit orders are getting nailed every single day. And you know, some of us aren't day trading. Some of us are doing more long-term trading. But whatever fits your style, we can adapt to it and create a good trading strategy for you. Like I've said before, you need 2 things to be a successful trader. 1 is a good strategy, and 2 is a master of your emotions. And I'm going to help you do both, okay? When you have me watching the charts for you, you get to go out and touch grass. You get to go out and not worry about the market. And I sit here, I'm watching the charts 20 hours a day. All right. And we're doing all right. You want to do Zebic, huh? You guys are still on that Zebic train, huh? Still on the Zebic. I mean, to each their own, but I guess a lot of people bought the top. Is it not coming up? Try refreshing it here. There we go. ZBAC. Oh, yeah. This is old. This is old. Don't pay no attention to that. ZBAC's coming back down. ZBAC's coming back down. This is a head and shoulders. ZBAC is cooked. Head and shoulders, baby. Boom. Z-Beck is cooked, and you can buy it for the low, low price of WW2 to 0015. Hey, Giddy Marie, how are you doing? Danny Gibson, how you doing, brother? Glad to have you here. I just realized I feel like you've never stepped away from the live before. I know, right? I'm literally like here all the time. Like midstream. Yeah, 4 hours I sit in this chair. 4 hours straight, 5 days a week. It will come back, just gonna dump hard for now. Yeah, it'll come back, but why would you buy right now? Why would you not take profits right now? You know, that's the main thing. This is actually a really good project. As long as the whole FUD with the CEO thing doesn't pan out to be anything, I like the idea. This is payroll, right? Payroll. This is cool. This is a great project. I think this is really cool. But I'm not going to buy it right now. I'm going to get it for that low of 0007. Let's do Circle. Let's look at Circle. Who here bought Circle, man? Circle, that was a good one, right? A lot of us made a lot of money on Circle. Hopefully you got some. I've been swinging the dips and short and long in it. Good for you, man. Sounds like you're doing all right. Oh, look at that. That's Circle. Circle. Let's go into the 5 minute. I would say Circle's probably coming back down. It may recover. This can't be the right chart. You know what? I did it like this last time. Here we go. There it is. That looks right. Let's go into the 3. Yeah, I would say Circle's going to come back down, but it should see support at about 102, and it could continue back up from there. There's just not enough data, Guinea Marie. It's too new, hard to tell, but it could just spike up from here. It could hit support at like 103 and take off from there. Did I buy some today? Nah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that low. I'll probably get it in like 30 days. As long as it doesn't like continue, like if it shows like bullish, like it's going to take off, then I'll buy some. Otherwise, I want to wait towards the end of the 30-day mark and then buy up a bunch. I would imagine by the 30-day mark, it'll be like somewhere around 96 to like $80, maybe lower. And then I'll buy as many Class A shares as I can. Yeah, once it loses the hype, exactly. But I want to get Class A shares in this. So I'll let it kind of fizzle out. People get out, take their profits. It'll find a more median price range. Probably somewhere, I'm thinking it'll probably median around 75, $80. I got my email today as a shareholder. I paid $62. Good for you. Yes. I'm so proud of you. But yeah, I'm gonna buy it to hold Class A shares long term. And I'm just gonna hold a lot of it. and just hold it forever and collect those dividends until I die, you know, and leave them to my kids, because it's only going to go up and it's only going to do well. This is going to be phenomenal. I would not sell these ever. Have you heard about the CFO of what? Zebic or Circle? Is it confirmed news? Because mind you, Pallet Town, we have a fact checker watching the show right now, and she will fact check this. Jesse, can we get a fact check on Circle CFO? What's going on with that? I sold more than he disclosed before the IPO. Really? Jesse, can we get a fact check on that? I bought some LMT today. Good for you, buddy. Yes. Yes, I'm so excited. He sold more than he disclosed before the IPO. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, though. It might be a good thing. That means they have less of it. Elon's been releasing Epstein, Trump, partying with small kids. I know. I've seen it. We're going to cover it. That's going to be a Twitch exclusive, but we're going to cover that. We need more information, though. I know you guys want the breaking news, but we want to make sure that we're putting out factual information. So we tend to let things simmer a little bit, get all the information out. We got to make sure that photos aren't doctored. We got to make sure that everything is vetted and factual information. That is the whole point of this show. Because I could just come out and, you know, give you the news as it comes out. Exactly. Jesse says, as of right now, it's a rumor. So we need factual information before I can report on it, so that way I'm not giving you guys false information. I know, but that's according to Elon. We can't rely on that as a viable source. We have to have hard data. Okay? Anybody that's mad at somebody else can say anything. I need hard data. I need factual information, paperwork, pictures, proved that they're not doctored before I'm going to report on it. I have to vet everything that comes through here. So I understand we want to cover the breaking news and stuff like that. And when there is breaking news that it can be verified, we do cover it. But this is not anything that we can 100% verify yet. Elon and Trump are going through a bad divorce. Exactly. So it's very toxica. Very toxica. Mom and dad are just fighting. Yeah. I think I had something pulled up on that. I'm not covering it yet. And I understand that it's what everybody wants to talk about right now. And my show is, it's not as good for my show to not cover it, but I don't want to give out false information. So we can talk about it and discuss, you know, what's going on. Jesse, if you want to chime in any key points that have happened in that story, that's fine. But as of right now, there are there's no hard evidence there. Guinea Marie says Trump will be impeached. Pallet Towns, no, he won't. Mark my words. I agree with that sentiment. He won't get impeached. And even if he does, I think it's like the House or the Senate will just shoot it down. It won't avail to anything. Anytime presidents are impeached, they never amount to anything. It just not going to happen. Even if he is impeached, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything. MAGA has turned on him today. So, what, 1% of MAGA? And that doesn't even mean anything. Even if MAGA turns on him, what matters is the House, I believe it is, can overturn the House and the Senate. Right? So, if one doesn't do it, the other one will. Oh, you're saying that the House and the Senate turned on him. We'll see. I do know the big, beautiful bill thing, but I'll tell you what right now, he ain't going to get impeached. And if he does, it won't stick. Mark my words. Just as Pallet Town said, they'll just get fired. Oh, man, Pallet Town, dude, you're on point, bro. Yeah, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to wave a stick, and shit's going to go flying off the stick, and that's about it. He's gone by January. All right, I'll tell you what, Giddy Marie. Let's make a wager on that one. Waddy, what's up, bro? Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate you. Giddy Marie, thank you for the heart me. TikTok seller, thank you for the 12 roses. Rusty J, thank you for the 6 goats. Who's got me with a money gun? I need a money gun. Somebody hook me up. 100 says January on the way, or another, he's gone. 100. No, let's do something more fun than money. Money's not fun. Let's do where the loser has to make a public announcement that they were wrong on the show. What's going on, Waddy? Glad to see you here, man. Love you, bro. Hey, if you guys don't know who Waddy Crypto X is, go send him a follow. Waddy, thank you for the money gun. Appreciate you. Chat, go follow Waddy. He has an incredible show. Very smart, okay? Very intelligent, very factual, very in line with the way we run this show, okay? And I respect him in the creator space and in the crypto space and in the news media space. He is on point. I love this guy. Everything he's doing is incredible, and we want to uplift and support people who are fighting the good fight and doing what he's doing, because those of us who are telling the truth are being suppressed. Okay? So everybody send Waddy a follow. Go check out his show. It's awesome. He does a whole panel where he gets all kinds of other creators on there, and they're all talking and arguing. It's a great debate. It's not like this show where you're just listening to me. You're getting a lot of facts and opinions and different things, and Waddy's on point. He keeps it reeled in. I love watching his show. I was literally watching his show before the live here. Great stuff. Much appreciation to you, Waddy. Send him a follow for sure. Danny Gibson says, just followed. Good. And thank you for the money gun, Waddy. You're awesome, man. I appreciate you. Let's do a new goal here. Let's do heart me's. We need a heart me. Hey, man. Don't need to thank me, man. Credit should be given where credit is due. All right? And those who are doing God's work like you are, man, deserve to be propped up, uplifted, and everything that comes to you, you deserve, brother. Like, much love and respect for what you're doing, man. Because I'll tell you what, people like us are few and far between. Dude, Vegas was awesome, man. Met up with a bunch of fans. There was a group of us that met by the fountain. We hung out and talked for a little bit. Some of us went and played games. I met with other people individually. We went and played games and hung out and had a good night together. Vegas was actually really awesome. I was really surprised at the turnout of fans that showed up. It was pretty cool. Like, I was like, oh, maybe 1 or 2 people will show. Like, it was just constantly throughout the night. I was just running into fans. Like, it was really freaking awesome. The meet and greet started at 5, and I was out till 2 a.m. with fans. It was awesome. We had a lot of fun. Viewer description says, happy birthday to you. Glad you had a good time. Yeah, man. Well, we'll do more meet and greets for sure. We'll do more meet and greets. Let's get into the news. Russia launches one of the world's largest air attacks days after Ukraine bomber raid. Let's watch the video here.
Subway's meal of the day.
Make us do an ad. Can we catch an Angels game? Dude, I'm down. I'm so down for that. Let's do an Angels game, bro. You buying tickets? Or do I have to buy the tickets? Because I like to sit behind the pitcher's mound. Oh, yeah, market's going to dip again for sure, Pallet Town.
Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, as Russia launched a deadly aerial assault on the city. The attack killed at least 4 people and left 20 wounded in the capital. Ukraine says Russia fired dozens of cruise missiles and sent hundreds of drone strikes towards Ukrainian cities in its latest barrage. Video geolocated by CNN shows the moment Russian missiles struck the city of Lutsk in Ukraine. The attacks followed Ukraine's daring raids on airfields deep inside Russia last week.
So yeah, Russia-Ukraine war, full scale. Kiev, Ukraine, CNN. Russia launched a barrage of drone and ballistic missiles across the broad swath of Ukraine early Friday, killing at least 6 people, injured dozens of others, days after Kiev launched a daring raid on Moscow fleet of strategic bombers. For residents of Kiev, the night's soundtrack was familiar. The shrieking whir of drones, air raid sirens, and large explosions overhead, whether from air defense successfully drowning missiles or projectiles puncturing the capital. 3 firefighters were killed in Kiev, 2 citizens were killed in Lustig, and another person was killed in Chernihiv, according to Ukrainian State Emergency Services. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said Russia had used more than 400 drones and 40 missiles in the overnight attack, making it among the world's largest. He said Moscow's attack injured 80 and targeted almost all of Ukraine, listing 9 regions from Lviv in the west, Sumy in the northeast. Although Russia has pummeled Ukraine across daily over 3 years of full-scale war, Ukrainians have been bracing for retaliation since Sunday when Kiev launched an audacious operation that struck more than a third of Russia's strategic cruise missile carriers. I'm not going to read all of this. Yeah, hey, thanks for coming by, Waddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, small little part. I like to watch the videos, Waddy, because they are informational. And it's a bit entertaining. Some people hate it, some people don't like it. That's just how we do things here. That's my little break to rest my voice, by the way. The reason I have the articles that read themselves or the videos, I'm sitting here for 4 hours straight talking, constantly for 4 hours talking. So I do have to rest my voice here and there. So that's the purpose of that. I understand fighting for what you have, but it originally was Russia's. I get what you're saying, man. It's a fine line, but I think it's useless, man. I think it's a nonsense war. But I also understand, like, we're going into a global economic shift. And with that follows is war. We are looking at World War III. It's going to happen. It's all part of it. If everything that we're talking about in crypto is to happen, then this World War III has to happen. So it is nonsense, but it's necessary. If you look at history, history rhymes, it doesn't repeat itself. But every time there's a global economic shift, it results in hot war. So if you think we're not going into World War III, you've lost the plot. So how could you be invested in crypto thinking that crypto is going to be what we all speculate it's going to be and not believe that we're going into World War III? That's why I cover both of them, because they coincide with each other. Everything is pointing to the direction of hot war. So if you've got young sons, you might want to file for disability, get on some psych meds or something. There's been many resets, exactly. It's going to be a proxy war, small wars all over the place. I don't know about that, man. I mean, yes and no. Speaking of that, I got some other war that just started we're going to cover right now. Russia is at war with Britain and U.S. is no longer a reliable ally, Ukraine advisor says. Government defense expert Fiona Hill warns UK to respond to threats by becoming more cohesive and resilient. Russia is at war with Britain and the U.S. is no longer a reliable ally, and the UK has to respond by becoming more cohesive and more resilient, according to one of the three authors of the Strategic Defense Review. Fiona Hill from County Drama became the White House chief Russia advisor during Donald Trump's first term and contributed to the British government strategy. She made the remarks in an interview with The Guardian. So here's another one. Sorry, Waddy, another video. Hidden invasion, Rwanda's covert war in the Congo.
Quickly, like the soldier. Quickly. Don't joke. Move, quickly, quickly. Quickly, like the soldier.
This footage from earlier this year shows a stunning military upset in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Oh, I know, Pallet.
These men are well-trained foreign military contractors hired by the Congolese government. Surrounded by news cameras, they're being rounded up and kicked out of the country by the rebel group known as M23, seen here in uniform. M23 claims to be a grassroots rebellion fighting the government to secure the rights of Eastern Congo's Tutsi ethnic minority. In early 2025, they shocked the world by capturing Eastern Congo's largest cities. But once the cameras stopped rolling, the real power backing M23's surprise advance marched in to occupy the area. These are troops from the tiny neighboring country of Rwanda, identified by intelligence sources who spoke with NBC News. We uncovered evidence showing that Rwanda has armed, trained, and commanded the M23 movement and committed thousands of its own troops to the fight. Their clandestine war has given them control over a territory with some of the world's richest deposits of rare earth minerals used in cell phones, computer chips, and batteries. It's also killed thousands and displaced millions. Despite accusations from the UN and Western governments, Rwandan President Paul Kagame has carefully and repeatedly denied any role in the conflict.
This problem was not created by Rwanda and is not Rwanda's problem. It is Congo's problem. M23 are not Rwandans.
Does Rwanda currently have any troops at all in Eastern DRC? I don't know.
NBC News exclusively obtained 3 years of confidential intelligence reports and surveillance footage. They were given to us by military contractors hired to provide intelligence for Congolese forces. Using additional incident reports from the Rwanda Defense Forces, or RDF, satellite imagery, and interviews with combatants, we were able to piece together an account of Rwanda's secret war.
Smash that like button, guys. subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends.
For the first time, we can see how
baby,
Rwanda established field bases on
tap.
Congolese soil, like this base, nearly 40 miles across the border, which was used to arm, train, and command M23 allies. The leaked footage also shows how the RDF flooded eastern Congo with heavy weaponry, including guided mortars, heavy machine guns, missile launchers, and even armored air defense systems. It is about resources.
Big Nate, smart man.
They established a network of trenches and fortified positions for Rwandan soldiers to directly engage in the fighting. The contractors we spoke to estimated that Rwanda's deployment in eastern Congo has grown to more than 5,000 troops. A spokesperson for the Rwandan government declined to respond to our questions, but said Rwanda acts in defense of its borders and has no territorial ambitions in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Funding this stuff.
Along the way, there have been cracks in Rwanda's covert war. In May 2022, Congolese forces claimed to have captured 2 Rwandan soldiers on Congolese soil. Rwanda denied this, claiming the soldiers were kidnapped across the border. But NBC obtained the Rwanda Defense Force's internal report on the incident, confirming these soldiers were captured while taking part in an M23 attack on a Congolese military barracks. The report recommends punishment for their commander, who allowed his soldiers to participate in the attack while wearing Rwandan military patches. To preserve secrecy, Rwanda began to equip M23 and their own troops with the same unidentifiable uniforms and gear, making it nearly impossible to tell them apart.
Our borders. They're just letting
to
it
prevent
happen.
The capture and identification of Rwandan weapon systems, they shuttled them back and forth across the border to Rwanda every night. The RDF removed the bodies of dead Rwandan soldiers from the battlefield, and when they couldn't, they stripped them of ID and insignia. Despite these measures, the mounting death toll is becoming increasingly difficult to hide. Using satellite imagery, we counted one by one the grave sites in this Rwandan military cemetery. Since 2021, the cemetery has grown by more than 900 graves. The largest increase occurred between late 2023 and early 2024. During this period, the Congolese military conducted a wave of drone attacks within their own borders. There were so many Rwandan casualties, they nearly lost the war. This strike from January 2024 took out an RDF base and ammunitions depot near the Congolese village of Kiwanja. The attack killed Rwandan officers who were training M23 recruits. A spokesperson for the government declined to answer our questions about Rwandan casualties, but said our reporting on their military cemetery has, quote, no basis in reality. NBC News spoke with a former member of the Rwandan military who lost friends, mentors, and family members in the conflict.
I'm going to stop it right there. That's pretty much the gist of it, though. So a lot of hot war going on all over the place. Right now it's compartmentalized, smaller wars going on everywhere. But does that mean that we won't go into WW3? This may be WW3. We're in it. It's just not what we've seen before. History doesn't repeat itself, it rhymes. I've told you guys a million times. We're in it. We're in it right now. This is what happens with a global economic shift. Yeah, there's something wrong with TikTok. I think it needs to be updated or something. It's every creator's been having problems. All right, let's see here. Deadly Russian bombardment of Ukraine further dampens hopes for peace. Let's watch. This one's a short one. So this is what's going on in Ukraine.
today's night is very hard for us because it's attacks by the
This is what bothers me. These are just regular people suffering.
It's very loud outside because we right now is independent parking with a lot of people because we feel a little bit scared because of that.
I mean, oil is
because
one of
because
the
it's very
resources
noisy.
That's the problem, but yeah.
I think that ends because of the rockets, because of the Shahed, which is flying like that. Like the bees.
These poor people, innocent people suffering because why can't the presidents and leaders duke it out in a boxing ring instead of doing all of this to regular people?
I believe in peace, but in the strong way with partners and Ukrainian
system
side.
of a down.
So yeah,
why don't presidents go to war? Why do they always send the poor?
As you see, it's not will be soon because the partners, the Trump, the other leaders, it's just talking, and it's like what talk about? It's like 4 years coming, like for the war.
Yeah, they want us to pay for it. They want us to deal with. We're supposed to be the world police, I guess, and it's ridiculous. I'm so sick of it, and you know the U.S. is basically saying we're not doing it no more. So this is from the Moscow Times. Putin believes Russia is winning the war in Ukraine. The battlefield picture tells a different story. And this is from the Moscow Times, okay? The people of Russia don't even want to do this. They don't want the war either. No one wants this war except for the leaders. This is how they decrease population. This is all part of it. I'm not going to read all of this, but if you want to go check it out, this is the MoscowTimes.com. Putin believes Russia is winning the war in Ukraine. The battlefield picture tells a different story. Go check it out. Read it for yourself. So here's another one. Former Israel PM. We need not just a truce, but an end to the war. This is the war in Gaza. There's just war everywhere. Everywhere you look and turn, everywhere is breaking out into hot war. And the fact that the American people think that it's not coming home here, you've lost the plot. It's coming. It's coming. Nobody wants to fight. We all want peace except for the elite oligarchs. Exactly, Neo. Neo nailed it. It's population control. I'm not going to read all of this. If you want to go check it out, this is from Vatican News. VaticanNews.va. And basically the sentiment here is nobody wants to be at war right now. The people, the Palestinians, the Israelites, the Russians, the Ukrainians, the Congolans, and nobody wants any of this, man. It's just the leaders. I say we make the leaders fight to the death. You know, if the leaders want to go to war, then they've got to fight to the death and the people just go on living. But that's not what it's about. It's not about who's right and who's wrong, who's got resources and who doesn't. It's about population control. It's about control in general. That's why there will be false flags on American soil to use the propaganda to get us to fight. Yep. I agree. 1v1, baby. Let's put them in a ring and let's do the Hunger Games, but let's let it be the world leaders. Let's let the world leaders fight it out, Hunger Games style, and whoever wins, wins. And I'll tell you what, that won't work either, because you know what we'll end up with for a leader is a warlord. We'll end up with like this super buff, yoked out, tatted up badass guy that with a big old ego running the country. You know, it won't be about meritocracy. It'll be about muscle and brawn. That's the problem with that sentiment. But I still think it's better than sending people to war. There's got to be a way to coexist. There's got to be a way to fix all of this. I don't believe that this is the answer. All right, let's go over the Trump-Elon thing. Here are all the facts in a nutshell so far is what I know.
The breakup between Elon Musk and President Trump is getting messy. And the downfall of the relationship is happening quick because remember, just last week, President Trump was gifting Elon with a golden key to the White House to thank him for the work that he did with Doge. But then Elon came out and said that he didn't agree with President Trump's big, beautiful bill.
I was disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the Doge team is doing.
And saying, I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. President Trump clearly didn't like that and fired shots back at Elon, saying Elon was, quote, wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. Elon popped back and said such an obvious lie, so sad. President Trump did a news conference saying he's not sure if they can even be friends, also saying this.
He said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
President Trump didn't stop there. He then said the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's government subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. And that was the last straw for Elon Musk, who then went and dropped a major bomb on X, saying that the reason we haven't gotten those files that we've all been waiting to get is because the president is in them. And then said, have a nice day, DJT. Doubling down on his own post and telling people to mark this for the future, the truth will come out, even having Alex Jones say, God help us all. Now I wonder if all of the liberals in California are going to take their I bought this before Elon went crazy stickers and peel them off their Teslas. So far, the last part of this divorce saga that is going on is Elon putting out this poll asking the public if they think it's time to start a new political party. So far, it's gotten 1.2 million votes and 82% say yes. President Trump came out with his last
new political
words
party,
so far,
a
saying that
centrist
he
party.
doesn't mind that Elon's turning against him, but he just wished he would have done it months ago. That this big, beautiful bill is the greatest bill ever presented to Congress, and it needs to pass. Do you agree with that? This is the messiest divorce since Kim and Kanye, and my question to you is, are you taking sides, or are you going to see how this unravels? Because I have a feeling this is just the beginning. As always, let me know what you think about all of this down below.
Jesse, we'll read Jesse's in a minute. Neo says a separate civilization to Mars. You know, maybe so. People trying to get away. But let me tell you something. You can't run away from your problems. They will find you no matter where you go. From a logical standpoint and the information I can't find, it's literally that's why the files won't be released. Yeah, I think they're probably not going to come out. Here's another one.
We have breaking news right now. Another airport incident, this time at Denver, where according to ABC News and the FAA now, earlier this week, Denver air traffic controllers lost communications with planes for a period of 90 seconds. If that sounds familiar, it's exactly what happened at the Newark airport, not once, but twice. And now it's happened at the Denver airport, which is a major hub for flying. The outage at the Denver International Airport happened Monday afternoon and affected communications, not the radar. It forced Denver to lose communications with planes around the airport for about a minute and a half, planes moving at hundreds of miles per hour. And as a result, the airport had to scramble and use backup frequencies in its latest FAA equipment failure. Thankfully, the aircraft remained safely separated and there were no impacts to operations. But why is this happening and why is this happening now? Spread the word. I'll have a full breakdown of this on my Substack, link to my bio, so subscribe for free.
Yeah. Here's another one.
But let me tell you something, folks. You can't fix stupid.
Remember, I told you they were trying to block out the sun? It says only morons would dim the sun at the same time install solar panels on prime land. This is crazy. Did you ever dig into the Catherine Fitz story? Is that the one with the underground bunker stuff? Jesse, see if you can dig into the Catherine Fitz story. I mean, we covered basically all the information that we received from it. It was just one interview with, what's his name? The Fox News guy that got fired. I can't think of his name right now. Tucker Carlson. That's the only thing that we've heard from it. No, nothing new or recent. That's all we've heard. You know, I was going to do an underground thing today, and I just ran out of time setting up the show. I was trying to dig and find some stuff or something to go over, and I just wasn't finding anything new. Man, we keep dropping. TikTok really needs to get its thing together. All right, thank you all for your support of the show. Don't forget, we have merchandise. That was loud. So we have mugs. You can get your mug here. I got a mug. You can get your stickers, t-shirts. This is my favorite one. But we got the hoodies. We got women's and men's t-shirts. And yeah, summer vacation, not too much going on. How to build your own bunker idea? Well, that's simple. This is my favorite sticker that I have. So this is a meme I created. And let me move this over here so you can see it a little better. This is my favorite. It says, when Rimple hints at another escrow unlock, say goodbye to your gains. And it has Brad Garlinghouse hitting the sell button and just regular everyday people just trying to hold on to their XRP. Probably the weather, why it's dropping, high cloud magnetic interference. Yes, we're going to cover the magnetic interference thing next week. I had originally planned to cover that today, but I have some more digging to do. I try to get all the information together before I report on it. Yeah, we all kind of hear some things, but the whole purpose of hearing it here is we're digging through it and finding the facts in all of it. So I want to do some more digging on that one. But there's some actual really good information coming out about that, and it keeps coming out. So that's going to be one we're going to be covering. But definitely, guys, get your stickers, get your hoodies and your t-shirts, get a mug, be like the goat, and have an amazing cup of goat in the morning. It's beautiful. They're really high quality too. I'm surprised at the quality of these mugs. Like, they're thick too, and like they're durable. These are quality mugs. Like, I was really surprised. I ordered the t-shirt. I'm gonna get my t-shirt on one of these days, maybe Monday. But yeah, all you gotta do is copy this link right here, and it'll take you to the shop where you can buy all this stuff. And then don't forget, June 27th, we have Francesca Vander coming on the show. Francesca is I don't know how new of a creator, but she's into crypto. She's doing some pretty cool things. I discovered her recently. And we also have Bullish Babe from the Wolf Pack coming on. And on June 13th, we have Neil from Polygon Labs coming on the show. So that should be a fun show as well. Neil's actually really cool guy. I like talking and chatting with him. I'm interested in, we can't talk about too many things. He's got some NDAs. I totally understand it. But then check it out. We've got Waddy coming on the show June 20th. Don't miss this show. This is going to be a good one. I love and respect Waddy, everything he does. He is doing God's work, man. Great guy. Send these people a follow. And then maybe we'll get Mega on here again soon. And don't forget, we are live Monday through Friday, 5 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there or be square. I guess that's it for the show. I guess I read through the news faster than I thought I was going to. We sped through it, and yeah. No TA today? Yeah, I'll do some TA right now. That was from when I was in Vegas. That's why I don't go swim in Vegas, man. Everybody's drinking and swimming. All right, TA. Who wants some TA? I forgot we do TA on the show. I got wrapped up in the news. TikTok seller, thank you for the 21 roses. Let's get some Let 'em Cooks going in here. Send me some Let 'em Cooks, and we'll do some of this TA while you guys send those in. Let's go into the 1 hour. Oh, that's bullish. So XRP looks like it's about to pump. That's a bull flag. Bull flag in the 1 hour on XRP. That means by sometime today or tomorrow, that would only take it up to 222-ish. I would hope that we could get higher. I would hope that we could get up to like 230 and exit there. But, I would imagine that this is going to do something like that before it comes down. So you're going to have an opportunity to get out, but I'm thinking like a triple top, something like that, or a double top and come back down. Jessica, TikTok seller, Danny Gibson and Jessica, thank you for the heart me's. Jessica with not heart me's, the Let 'em Cooks. Thank you, Jessica, for the 2 Let 'em Cooks. I just did a live on TT and all viewership is way down. I know, right? It's really weird. Viewership is maybe just because it's Friday. It's a slow news day. The markets aren't doing well. Basically, if you're not covering the Trump and Elon thing, you're not booming right now. Guinea Marie with the 5 Let 'em Cooks. Thank you so much. We are so close. We got 16 out of 20 on this Let 'em Cook goal. That is awesome. We are 80% of the way through this goal. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you become a deluxe subscriber. Become a deluxe subscriber and let me help you. Let me help you with your trades. And we can do this together one-on-one. Matic. Yeah, we can look at Matic. But XRP's got a bull flag right now. If you want to catch a quick little trade, there's money to be made right there. And that's a quick one. That would be over the next couple hours. Let's take a look at this one for Jesse. Jesse's trading now. When we first started this show, she was kind of just diamond handing stuff. And now that she's on the show and watching the show, she's trading now and she's killing it. Oh, Polygon. That's funny. I was just looking at Polygon last night. Interesting. Some people say that Polygon's dead. I don't think so. And that's why I want to have Neil on here. I want to ask him some questions about Polygon. Look, Polygon's a bull flag too. Everything's similar. So I would say pretty much everything in the market's probably going to get a nice little pump here, recovery. Hopefully. Guinea Marie with the 5 let him cooks. Danny Gibson with 4 let him cooks. Thank you guys so much for helping me meet that goal. You guys are incredible. So yeah, Polygon looks good. And just based off of that, from my experience, obviously some projects are going to be different, but I would assume that the markets are about to get a little bit of a pump over the next day. You know what? The green light's on. Yeah, it's got a bull flag. It's about to pump. I don't know how high it's going to go. It'll probably go to 22 cents. That's only 1 cent. Okay.
Of the red.
Oh, good. Good. Jesse's killing it. Jesse's a trader now. And not the bad kind, the good kind. So that's awesome. Jesse's taking advantage of her deluxe subscription that Guinea Marie gifted her. So since she got that subscription, she's taking advantage of it. So Guinea Marie, know that your subscription went to a good cause. Bring the pump, baby. I'll take it. Yeah, I got the green light on. The green light's on. We're going to get a pump, but it's only going to be short term. This is very short term. Maybe 1 day. Maybe 2 days of green. A bit of recovery. And that's, because but Poly, hit like a double bottom here. So let's say this is a double bottom. Polygon could go to 23 cents. So, Jesse, it could go to 23. But, yeah, I turned the green light on because let's look at Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to... I should be looking at Bitcoin every day. I don't know why. I don't like Bitcoin. Yeah, Jesse, I think Polygon could go to 23, actually, instead of just 22. But I saw a more macro pattern. That would be over the next week. But that it also depends on the market. Let's look at Bitcoin. I don't know. Bitcoin, it may not be as good as we think. Bitcoin, this is a head and shoulders, man. Bitcoin's coming back to 95. If Bitcoin drops, everything else is going to drop. I think it's a bull trap. Now, this is why we look at Bitcoin. I think it's a bull trap. I think they'll get a bit of a pump, but it won't be what people are expecting. I've been reinvesting my small BTC investment and take profits and invest in new projects. Good for you. Diversification. Bitcoin is tapped out, if you ask me, for at least a little while. Okay? I'd say for at least a few weeks, maybe a month, Bitcoin is tapped out. Bitcoin's going to have to go to all-time high again in order for everything to keep pumping. So keep that in mind. Okay, I have the green light on. I'm taking the green light off, putting the white light on. Okay, I'm putting the white light because it's 50-50 right now, because Bitcoin looks hella bearish. And if Bitcoin drops, everything will follow. So it could be bull traps that are forming right now. And I would say the overall sentiment is downward movement. It's neutral. We're neutral right now. So I'm going to leave the white light on for now. Hopefully nobody saw just a little portion of the show and FOMO'd out there. You know, this is why we got to be patient. We got to look at things. And this is why we can't just look at one project and make an analysis. You have to refer back to Bitcoin, what Bitcoin's doing. If Bitcoin does head and shoulders right here, everything's cooked. Okay, but if Bitcoin starts going up to new all-time highs, then everything's going to pump like crazy. All right, let's do Sui for Jesse. I'm so proud of Jesse. I've been in FOMO training lately. Yeah. With me, right? I told you the first thing you're going to learn is patience. Tell you that right now. With the training and the coaching, the first thing you're going to learn is patience. Chill out, relax. You usually get 2 shots at everything, okay? Notice it's called like a double bottom, double top. That means it hits that same price twice. You get 2 shots. Relax, everybody. All right, let's see here. Sui. Sui looks bullish. Okay. Sui looks, this is a descending channel. So Sui is a descending channel. However, on a more macro scale, more than likely this pumps up here, falls short, and is a head and shoulders. You see that head and shoulders right there? So I would imagine Sui goes up to about 360, 365, maybe 370. I think 366 on Sui, maybe 375. Okay. And then it comes back down. But if Bitcoin hits new all-time highs, it'll go higher. And this one could see $4 to $4.40. It all depends on Bitcoin right now. I'm still waiting for XRP to go back to 247. Good luck. That's probably not going to happen before it reaches lower, but it could. If Bitcoin reaches new all-time highs, you could see that. Kodak says, Neo, if it does, send me a smoke signal. Teo, yeah, I think in more or less November. This is the false sense of hope they allow people to get so that they FOMO in and then they can use it for more exit liquidity. So be careful. That's why the white light's on. It's not a green light. There's no confirmation of green yet. I spoke too soon on that. You bought Teo? Did you buy Teo at the beginning of the bull run, Jesse? If you did, you're in massive profits. No, you just got it? Got you. You're waiting for an entry. Yeah, Teo looks exactly the same. Okay. So Teo could possibly pump, but then head and shoulders and come down to 230, 240. But if Bitcoin pumps, this is a descending channel here. So that would, pump it to about, I'd say 429, 429.5. If it does, and then if Bitcoin hits all-time highs, I would say 522. But really, this is a double top. This thing is going to probably consolidate here and come down. I think everything's really coming down. I want to put the red light back on, okay? Everything is showing bullish patterns, but I think overall we're going down. I'll put the white on. They're small macro or micro bullish patterns. This is only going to take it up not very far. This is going to end up head and shoulder. Bitcoin's going to end up falling short. We're in sell and may go away. Yeah, this is normal. This is normal behavior. Big Baller, how is everyone working on my website all day? Check out my website at your website was blocked, but you might be able to put it on in TikTok or DM me and I'll pull it up tomorrow. I know, but Twitch blocks the website with like stars, so I can't see it. LCID. It's a stock? Lucid. Lucid looks pretty bottomed out. Let's see here. 6.56 billion. I mean, it's definitely not going to be as volatile as crypto, but I would say this one's a good buy. It's bottomed out here. On the 1 year, it's basically as low as it's ever gone. It could go a bit lower, but I would say it's due for recovery. I can't pull up. Yeah, dude, this thing's flatlined. But this has been out since 2020. Is this the car company? Oh. Interesting. I know the Lucids are good cars. Yeah, they're luxury for sure. I've actually been in one before. They're pretty cool. I would be worried that it's not going to do well. They're moving away from electric vehicle subsidies. That's my main concern. That's why it's going down. And they're removing all the green stuff. And the big, beautiful bill basically wipes out electric everything. So if the big, beautiful bill doesn't pass, you could possibly see this one spike up. But I wouldn't think it would do a lot. You got to remember, like, this is very indicative of a bull cycle, but it's also the stock market. It may never do anything like this ever again. It's lost its hype already. This was the IPO craze. This is the kind of movement you'll see with Circle, okay? It IPO'd, it ran up, it came down, it ran up one more time, and then it just was done. Yeah, electric is worse for the environment, exactly. Big Baller says they better shut the bill down or we're finished as humans. EV stock, Lucid is trash. I agree. I think you'd be better off buying LMT. At least we know what's going to happen with LMT. I know you bought it, but if you're looking to invest, buy a little more maybe. But with LMT, we know the direction things are headed, and that's not something that has to be passed or voted on. It's an executive order, a swipe of the pen, and it happens. And we all know that Trump wants all this stuff to happen. We know we're going into World War III. It's solid foundation, and it's defense stocks. You can never go wrong with defense stocks. It pays dividends. You can't go wrong with it. It's going to be beneficial. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is going to do nothing, but I would back away on this one, me personally. All right. Anybody got any more? I think I'm going to call it an early night tonight. Get an extra hour for my weekend. Sold my Tesla 2 a while ago. Good for you. You did well then. I think I'm going to call it early tonight. Arrow is defense related. Is it really? You're going to see all defense stocks go up. Drones, they probably won't go up then as much. I mean, it will because we're going into war. Air mobility sector, including drones, avionics, training, and electric air mobility. That's cool. I think that drones will be something, but I think missile defense, man, that's gonna be big. It's showing bearish signs though right now. You put a bid in? Nice. All right, I'm going to call it a night. I'm tired, I'm sore, I'm in pain, I'm cranky. Bunch of stupid creators got under my skin yesterday. H-bar is not military, but it does have military capabilities. All right, enjoy your weekend, guys. Don't forget, if you're going to bug me on the weekend, send a donation, please. It's nice to have some time off. I prefer the time off more than the donation, but I understand that these markets never shut down. So if you need that coaching on the weekends, send a donation, because everybody should know by now. Okay. So I'm going to start. I've been letting it slide and helping people because I want to help people. That's why I do all this. Okay. I want to help. I've been letting it slide, and some people donate and some people don't. But I'm going strictly from here on out. If you message me on the weekends, there better be a donation because I need time to myself and my family. Okay. I don't get any days off doing this. Even when I do have my days off, I'm working and doing all this stuff. So, please, if you do need help, I'm here to help you, but please send a donation. All right. And I think we raised about $75 again this month for the Save a Warrior Foundation. I haven't sent it in yet. I'm waiting to get in contact with B. I have not heard from him. He's recovering from surgery, but I go through him when I do it so that way when it gets donated, it goes directly to his VFW organization. So when we send those donations, it helps him and his organization directly and not just go out to wherever for the Save a Warrior Foundation. So I'm waiting to get a hold of him. I will be posting all of that. So it is coming. All right, everyone, have a good night. Remember, the white light is on, which means watch Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, everything else will do the same. All right? Keep your eye on Bitcoin. All right, I'll see y'all on Monday. Have a good night. Love and appreciate all of you. You guys are amazing.